welcome back. A nice long video for you all today, actually 20 minutes, over 20 minutes. I have grabbed some medium coffin nails and we're going to get on with a little Christmas tutorial. I still have my Halloween nails on. I still haven't had time to sort them out, but we've got a few polishes to use today, new ones. So Tea Rose is a lovely, like, I didn't realise it had a shimmer to it. It's got a lovely little shimmer to it. Lovely nude from Kiki London. I think all of the colours that I'm using today are from Kiki. And then I have a few Madam Glam and Sparkle Supplies and Miley products as well. I think Charlie's Nail Art Supplies as well. Not sure. But we're going to put that Tea Rose on. Let me see if I can remember, because I did these like 4 days ago. And I did 3 videos in one day. The thumb, the ring, and maybe the pinky. I've just been trying to like get organised and sorted, ready for Ryan going into hospital, and obviously with everything going on with my mum. My auntie died last night as well, another one, and we've had some rather not nice news as well from another member of the family that is taken up a lot of, not taken up a lot of time, she needs us there basically, and it's just, there's a lot going on, an awful lot going on. So let's just try and get through this week, shall we? So yeah, red on the index and the middle finger, Ruby Rose from Kiki London as well. You can save 10% using code TLNR. It will be up in the top screen somewhere, and it will be linked in the description box down below anyway. Everything I use, I always try and link everything, unless it's like something that I've had for a couple of years. I'm not sure if it's from Shein or AliExpress or Temu or from another company or something, but I do try and list everything, like even the brushes I'll try and list. But I've done 2 coats of all of that. Technically, you don't need to do 2 coats on the middle one, because we're going to add some foil over the top of that. So I've grabbed the thumb. The thumb and the pinky are both going to have a red French. Again, one of them's going to have foil on, but we do need to do 2 coats on each of them. So depending on how pigmented your gel polish is, this is so pigmented, but I do like to give it that 2 coats just in case there are any bits that may look a little bit sparse. So we'll get those Frenches done. I asked the other day if you were prepared for Christmas at all, and we were talking about it last night. Obviously with everything going on with my family at the minute, Ryan was like, you know what, invite everyone round for Christmas Day dinner, just your whole family. And I thought, that's a lot of people, like just my brothers and sisters, parents and nieces and nephews. Apart from the older nieces and nephews have, like, they've got their own kids, they've got their own family sort of things, so they'll be busy doing other things. But yeah, it could be fun. I may also quickly regret it because there's so many of us. But yeah, I'm actually quite excited. I've just spoken to them all and they're all up for it, apart from one of my brothers who regularly goes to Wales. He travels to Wales. They own a caravan and they spend Christmas Day and week in their caravan with his little family, and that's really cute. But I haven't brought a single present yet for like anyone. No one. So I need to get on that. Right, okay, what have we done? We've done the Frenches, and then we have gone ahead and grabbed Madam Glam's foil glue gel stuffs. I used to use my carts, I ran out, and now I've started using Madam Glam's because they did the little mini one in the calendar and it was fantastic. So finally they listened to all of us and they were like, we'll bring out a big one. So I'm happy, so happy that they did. So I've put that on the we've put it on the index, the middle, and then the French of the pinky. And because I let them cure for 2 full minutes and then I put them in front of my little desk fan and let them cool down for a good 2 to 5 minutes, I thought we'll move on to the thumbnail, which has been mattified with Miley's matte no wipe top coat, and then just using the red polish from Kiki that we've used to do the French. We have drawn 2 straight lines down, not the centre, don't know how to explain it, 2 lines, I don't know, diagonal lines down the sides of them, and then the little sweater S kind of pattern down the centre in between those 2 lines. That makes more sense. Then we've got to sprinkle it with clear acrylic. Do not make the mistake of sprinkling, just like tapping it off and putting it straight in the lamp. You've got to sprinkle, like sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Let it sit. If that gel polish is absorbing, because it's going to absorb the acrylic powder, once it's absorbed all of it, it will go matte itself. It won't go shiny. So if it's still showing that it's shiny, it still can absorb more. If you don't let it absorb and you go ahead and cure it, you'll be left with like an in-between, like a waxy kind of, in the middle of matte, in the middle of glossy, and it will be sticky as well. So if you want that full-on matte for the sweater nail, keep pouring that clear acrylic on, letting it soak in. Give it a minute, see if it's shiny. If it is, put some more. And then once it's cured, you can just get a little scrubby brush and brush off the excess of the clear acrylic powder. You can use a glitter as well if you wish. You can use like a really fine, has to be super fine to be able to soak into it a little bit, glitter. So we've done white gel paint on the French smile line and just added some iced gold, I think it's called, from Sparkle Nail Supplies. And the same again, let it soak in, like sprinkle it on, cure it, and then scrubby brush to get the rest off. On the middle nail, I've grabbed this red kind of holographic geometric kind of foil. We've put that on the middle nail, and I'm going to do a layer of base coat just to seal it in before we do any designs on top, because if I don't put the base coat on and cure it, if I then go in and try and do some artwork on the top of it and I don't like how it looks, and then I need to wipe it off, it's going to ruin that foil. So I've always done this, and I think it also adds like a layer of protection to your foil. You know, on like your free edges, after a little bit, things can start getting a bit damaged if you're using your hands quite a lot. So I like to make sure that it's all sealed in even before we do any kind of artwork or top coat. On the index finger, we're going to use this tartan foil. It's so nice. It's one of, I put this on a nail set last year, and I think it's one of the best videos I've got, and it is one of the best sellers on Etsy as well and on my website. I'm pretty sure it's just called Tartan, but it's from Charlie's Nail Art Supplies, sorry. And it's like 40p or 60 pence or something stupid for a metre long. Crazy. So I stocked up last year, ready for this year. And I don't know if I've already said it, but it's going on the middle nail, no, index finger, sorry, and the pinky French that we did. So when I put foil on, if I'm doing press-ons like this, I like to go down the centre, even if it's just on your natural nail, to be honest, down the centre, make sure that's secured and that's stuck on. Then just try and work the creases out. So work from the centre very gently, little by little, and once it's all stuck down, I get a lint-free wipe, place it over the top with nothing on it, and then just rub, just keep rubbing, and then it will just peel off so easily because all of it's transferred. Now, I did realise at some point doing the pinky nail that I have fluffed up, because I usually like to mat a whole nail. If I'm doing a French that's just going to have foil glue on, I usually mat the entire nail, cure that, and then put the foil glue where I want it. Otherwise, you'll have little sticky residue bits that the foil will want to stick to. But it's okay. It is okay. If it's just little tiny bits like this, just grab a brush dipped in alcohol. I actually dipped it in acetone because I think it just works a little bit quicker. But if you haven't got that and you've got alcohol, that will get rid of it as well. If it's like really big bits, you've got a big old chunk and it's going to take too long with the brush, just use a lint-free wipe and then like wrap your finger in it, and then you can really give it a good rub with the lint-free wipe. So then I've matte top coated it. I think I base coated it, cured it, matte top coated it, like I said, just to give it an extra like seal, an extra layer to make sure it's going to withstand all the knocks and everything that is going to happen, because they are nails and we do use our hands all the time. And once the mat is cured, we're going to do the exact same thing that we did to the thumbnail, which is using Madame Glam's white gel paint. Just draw that French smile line and then sprinkle some ice gold glitter from Sparkle Supplies all over it. Give it a cure, and then you can scrub it all off, all the excess off once you are done. Then on to the index finger. We've still got that white gel paint, and again I've base coated, cured, matte top coated, cured, and then I'm just going to do some bog standard snowflakes on this nail with a few extra bits of snow all over the shop. And you'll be pleased to know, or maybe you won't, I don't know, but you'll be pleased to know that I've sorted the members video for tomorrow. That is all done, and Thursday's video is all done too. Thumbnails are made, they're not yet voiced overed, but they are edited and they are ready to go. And then obviously surgery day is Wednesday, recovery day I'll probably just sit on my butt all day on Thursday, sorry, with Ryan, and doing whatever he wants to do, look after him, be a slave basically. And then Friday we'll just we'll film Flinging Flanging Friday. So if you want to put in your choices for this week, pop them in. And we've got 2 new members, Sarah and I think it was Ferry. So if you want to leave your choices for this week's Flinging Flanging Friday, there is a post on the community tab with a picture of the shelf choices, and then obviously if you want to choose a glitter or a stamping plate or stickers, decals, a charm, a foil, whatever you like, you can choose literally anything. Obviously you have to be a member to be able to choose, but everyone gets to see the video, see what we get to create with the things that you've chosen. So when you're doing snowflakes like this, I know I say it quite often, but just in case you haven't seen a video before or you don't know how to do a snowflake, a dot in the centre, 2 above, 2 below, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and then 1 in each of the diagonal spots. Then with a brush, a really fine detail brush that hasn't got like 0 polish on it, it's got the minimal, maybe 1% polish on it, just so that it makes it super, super thin. And then you drag from the centre out. It is the most simplest of snowflakes and it just looks fantastic, especially when you sprinkle a little bit of that iced gold glitter onto it and give it a cure. It's just perfect for Christmas. So on the middle nail I did like a peace sign, and then we are going to create like a peppermint swirl out of it, but we've done 3 big arms, and then we're going to put a thinner arm, pretty much the width of the brush, in between those thicker ones. And I have, again, like I said, base coat over the top of the foil and then matte top coated, so that when we go to sprinkle that clear acrylic, no, we're sprinkling glitter on this one. When we sprinkle the glitter onto this, there's nothing that is sticky apart from the wet polish or the wet gel paint, so it's only going to stick to that. So when you've cured it and you take it out and you go to scrub off the excess, it's going to leave nothing apart from where you wanted it to stick. Oh, and I didn't say, but we've had like the first frost of the year today. It is freezing, it's 1 degree. And it's so cold, it's so cold. The heating's been on, but we've had like an energy man person come round and test all the windows and the doors and measure the walls and the depth and the thickness to get us an energy rating, essentially. But he's left up like the front door and the back door open, and it's just so cold, so cold. Right, on to the last nail pretty much for detail and design. So creating a circle with the gel paint. Do I add any glitter to this one? I cannot remember. I've left it open. I can see that it's open in the background, but I'm not sure if I use any or not. I probably do, let's be honest. Glitter should be on all nails, especially at Christmas. So we've done the first circle, cured it, and then the second circle underneath. I've done it a little bit at a slant so that we can add some little character to it. So once that's cured, I'm going to do, you probably guessed it, it's a snowman. I probably didn't even guess it, you saw the thumbnail, for Christ's sake. So we're going to do a snowman, and we're going to do a little scarf, and we're just using that ruby red again from Kiki, but we're only going to do 1 coat because we don't need to do anything else to this little guy. So he's going to have a red scarf, a lovely little red hat, and then we're going to give him some little cute nose and eyes and a little wry smile and some little coal buttons as well. Nearly, very nearly added some little, you know, when you used to make a snowman and you'd put a carrot and the coal or buttons or whatever for his eyes, and then you'd take your own hat and scarf off. Then you'd go and get some sticks for its arms, and I nearly, very nearly did some little stick arms, and I thought, you know what, I think he's cuter without those, so we just left it as it is. But then came the trickiest part of trying to outline with the thinnest black light line I could make the scarf, because I wanted to make sure that there was a little bit of definition between like the bit that goes around his neck and then the bit that flops over, and I wanted some definition to his hat a little bit as well, so I tried to add some like crease lines and stuff to that. Oh, get this as well, you know, I was saying how organised I'm trying to be. I have literally done, so I don't know if I did it last year, but I've done it for a couple of years, like the 30 days of Christmas or the 25 days of Christmas, a little bit like an advent calendar but in video format. So you get one video a day throughout December or up to Christmas, of one design, a bit like Fling and Flanging Friday, except you don't get to choose really. Or you could maybe we could do a Christmas version of that, but either way it's one nail design. We're going to use copper dust. This is another new one, so nice. I thought this would be great for his nose. Yeah, so one design, you get a video every day of a Christmas design, and I've sat and planned every single nail for the videos as well. So what I usually do is open Madame Glam's advent calendar, and whatever I get on that day, again a little bit like Fling and Flanging Friday, whatever I get in that box or window of that day, I have to create something using that product. Some of the products can be a little bit tricky, because sometimes it can be like foil gel, or here's a blue, like last year or the year before was a bright blue liner gel polish, and it was a little bit tricky. So I thought I might not get Madame Glam's advent calendar this year, save a little bit of money, put it towards the food that we're paying for everyone, like 20 of us. I don't know where they're going to all fit, I really don't. I'm going to have to like move my sofa and stuff, and have, because like it's an open plan living room and dining room. It's an extendable table that I've got, but I might need to bring in the garden table. I've definitely got to bring in the garden chairs, but I don't know where they're all going to sit. I haven't worked that out yet. But what was I saying? Yeah, I've planned all of the nail designs. They're all on paper. I've just got to make sure that I can find the time to do it all. I really wish I have like 2 days where I can film all 25 or all 30 of them, however I managed to do. Maybe I'll do like the last 5 days in November, I don't know. I shouldn't be saying it out loud because it's probably not going to happen, but if it does happen, you'll be pleasantly surprised. To be honest, if it does happen, I'll be pleasantly surprised because life has been manic. But yeah, it's all planned out. I've got it all planned out. We're going to do a few little snowflakes on the little snowman. So I think the bobble of his hat and the snow and the snowflakes have glitter on them, but I don't think anything else does. Oh, we're on the last bit. So my Cart's Rhinestone glue gel. I've lost my wax pencil as well. You know, the one that I hold at the end? I've got 2 of them. One's broken. I use that one to hold the design at the end. And the other one is just kind of wandering. I don't know. So I had to use a really old cuticle stick, a really long one, with a bit of blue tack on the end. The one that I used to like put nails on the little sticky tape. Never mind. But we finished it all off with those little bows anyway on the 2 French ones. But let me know what you think. Isn't this just the cutest little design? And that little snowman is adorable. Again, everything I've used in this video is going to be linked in the description box down below with discount codes to save you some money, especially around this time of year. It is crazy, isn't it? Everything's just gone up in price as well. But I really do hope you like the video. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you around, as would everyone else. We're a cute little family. Let me know in the comments as well what you think of this design, because I do love hearing what you have to say. And I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.